Hello, this is Beacon of Light, and welcome to my channel. And today I want to be talking about a dream that I had. The dream started where, in this dream, I saw this girl, and she was talking to her friend, and she told her friend that, hey, I need to go to my guy friend's house because I had left my phone in his room. And I was wondering if you can accompany me to go to my guy friend's house. I was wondering if you can accompany me so that, so that I can get my phone in his house, which is in his room. So her friend was like, okay, I'll go with you. So the girl, she decided that same day to go to her guy friend's house because she decided to go to her guy friend's house. Now the guy friend's house, her guy friend, he lived in a mansion. And she told her friend, look, my guy friend, when you see his house, he lives in a mansion. And she said, okay. So like I said, she decided to go that very same day to her guy friend's house, which was a mansion. And so she went that very same day, and she took her friend with her. Now, when she got there with her friend, they were walking, and they finally, like I said, they finally arrived to the guy friend's house. When they arrived, the girl and her friend, when they both arrived to the house, the girl was like, hey, I think it's a good idea that, that we go in the back of his house. So then the girl, she decided to go in back of the house. And then all of a sudden, she started to climb up the house. And then as she was climbing up the house, she was climbing with her friend. As she was climbing up the house, she had opened the window to her guy's friend's room. So now, when she opened the window, she suddenly, she just went in his room, and she told her friend, here, hurry, let's hurry and get inside. Now, when they were both in the room, she told her friend, let's try to hurry up and look for my phone. So my phone should be somewhere in this room. So let's just try to hurry up and just try to look for it. So then she was trying to find her phone. She didn't find it. Then her friend tried to find her phone, and she couldn't find it. But then all of a sudden, she's like, oh my goodness, here's my phone. My phone is right here. So she found her phone, and her phone was on top of this table, and the table was next to her guy friend's bedroom. So that's where she found it. Now, I put so as I'm putting here, let me read this. So she found their phone on top of this table next to his bed. And she quickly looked at her friend and looked at her like, like, we need to leave. She quickly looked at her friend. She said, look, we need to leave. We're trespassing. We're not supposed to be in here. We're not supposed to be in here. So, like I said, she got scared, and she quickly went down the window and quickly left. And like I said, she seemed scared and anxious because she knew that if she got caught in her guy friend's room, she knew that her guy friend was not going to be happy. So she's like, oh my goodness, let's hurry up. Let's get out of here. We're trespassing. I sneaked into his room. I climbed up his window, and I'm not really supposed to be here. And he finds out that he's going to get upset. you know, because I'm basically trespassing. You know, I didn't ask permission to go to his house. You know, I just sneaked behind the back, climbed up his window, and just got my phone. And if he finds out, he's going to get mad. So so she said, let's get out of here. So they quickly left. They climbed back down the window. They quickly left. And as they were walking, she noticed that when she was walking, there was like a lot of grass. It seemed like a really grassy area. So, like I said, they were walking. And as they were walking, the girl said, hey, maybe it's a good idea. I'm a little bit tired. Maybe we should sit down in the grass. Maybe we should sit down in the grass. So she told her friend, you know, maybe we should sit down in the grass for a little bit. So then they sat down in the grass and they waited there. They waited there because it seemed in the dream it was like the afternoon. So they waited there till really late at night on the grass. Because the girl said, you know, maybe we should wait here until he comes back. Maybe he might come back later on at 9 o'clock or so. And 9 o'clock came. They were still waiting in the grass. She was still waiting in the grass for her guy friend to come to his house. Like, he never came. You know? And her friend's looking at her like, why are we waiting here? She's like, no, let's just wait here. Let's just wait here. I know that he's going to come to the house. He's going to come soon. He's going to come soon. And her friend's looking at her like, okay, it's 9 o'clock. He's still not here. You know, her friend was just giving her this look like, why are we sitting in the grass waiting, you know, waiting for you, for your guy friend? It's already 9 o'clock. It's late already. But then all of a sudden she's like, no, he'll come. Don't worry about it. He's going to come. So then as they were waiting on the grass, they fell asleep on the grass. Then suddenly she woke up, and it was already the next day. It was around like 11 or 12 o'clock. It was 11 or 12 o'clock. She's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I fell asleep here in the grass. You know, I can't believe I fell asleep. It's the next day already, and it's around like 11 to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't believe that I fell asleep in the grass. Now, so they fell asleep on the grass, and she woke up. She said, I couldn't believe it's 11 or 12. What else happened? Okay. Now, because I wrote this down. Okay. So now, sorry, I had to take a pause a little bit. So she woke up the next day. She woke up at 11 to 12 o'clock. And then it was around 11, 12 o'clock. Then suddenly she seen the guy. You know, it was like I said, it was the next morning, it was 11 and 12 o'clock. She just woke up, it was 11 or 12 o'clock. And then the guy came outside. And she was like, oh my goodness, he's here. She tapped her friend and she said, oh my goodness, this is my guy friend. Do you see him over there? He's here. He's right outside of his house. And I felt bad for her because she looked at this guy and her eyes, like I said, her eyes lit up as if she was still in love with him, or she was in love with him, you know? And I felt kind of bad because it seemed like the guy, he was like a free-spirited guy. It seemed like he was just really free-spirited guy, nice guy. He just seemed like he was just living his life. And her friend noticed that. And then all of a sudden, her friend looked at her like, you know, she gave her friend this look like, why are we standing here in the grass? Why are we sitting here in the grass? We waited here till 9 o'clock at night. Then we fell asleep. It's already 11 to 12 o'clock the next day. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Her friend just gave her that look like, what are we doing here? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, why are you torturing yourself? You know, so in the end of the dream, I found out that her guy friend, that was actually someone that she dated before, someone that she couldn't get over. So now, for whoever this word is for, you miss what you left behind. And the reason why you are staying is because you want to see if that person still cares about you. And you're still waiting to see if they come back to you. And you're not with anybody right now. You're single. And you're single because you're still holding on to that person. You're still thinking that that person's going to come back to you. And that's the reason why you're single. And that's the reason why you don't want to be with anybody else, because you're still holding on to that person. You know, and you miss what you left behind. You miss what you left behind, so you keep going back to them. And you keep making excuses to come back to them. Now, or it could just be that you're emotionally going back to them on the memories that you had with them and the times that you shared together. And you're still holding on to that. Now, it seems like you're anxious and scared, and you don't want to tell that person that you still love them because you are scared of how they are going to react, and you do not want them to know. But I kind of feel bad a little bit because it seems like you're going through the same patterns. You know, it's like you sit down and you think about them every day. You think about the moments you had with them. You think about the memories that you want to share with them. And you keep doing this over and over and over again. You think about the moments that you had with them. You think about the moments that you shared with them. And you keep thinking about this every day, over and over and over and over again every day. And this is the very same pattern that keeps you stuck. You know, this is keeping you in the same place. You know, I just believe that, staying in the same place is going to make things worse for you, and it's going to be harder for you to heal. And staying in the same place is going to be harder for you to move on with your life. And it's like you have a cut and a bruise, and you keep on messing with it, and you're not letting it heal properly. But like I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you left behind, and move forward and try to live your best life. It's not fair that you have to continue to dwell on this. It's not right, and you deserve happiness too. And I feel bad because the other person, they moved on, but you haven't, and I feel bad. I'm gonna read a verse. It says here in Isaiah. It says Isaiah 43, 18, 19. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So what this verse is trying to say is, try not to think about the things that, how should I say this? Don't try to think about the old things that you had with this person. Try not to. So again, don't worry about what you left behind. Just keep moving forward, and God will do a new thing for you. And God will have somebody better in store for you. You may not know it at the time, but God is working on it. Now, there's another one that says here. KG Escalesius 3:1. Excuse my accent. 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. Again, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. And that's what it says. So, in this season, you are sad because you keep holding on to someone that you love. And I feel bad again because you love them, but they moved on. And like I said, like I said, this season is going to be hard for you. In this season, you're going to give up. You're going to cry. You're going to be sad. You're going to laugh. And then you're going to heal. And this is what is meant to happen this season. And there's a purpose for this, In the beginning, it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard. And it's going to be really hard. I know it's going to be really hard for you, but you have to move on. And again, it's just a season that you're going through. Again, this is a season that you're going through, but it's not going to last forever. Because sometimes there's going to be a season where there are people who are meant to stay with you in your lives. And then there are others who are not meant to stay in your lives in this season. So again, there is a season for everything. There's a time for everything. And in this season, there are people who are not meant to be in your lives. Again, in this season, there are people who are not meant to be in your lives, and that's okay. But don't worry, because there's going to be a season where you're going to meet that someone, and they're definitely going to be the ones who are meant to stay with you in that season. So just have patience, believe in God. Even though you may not know it at the time, just know that God is working on it, and God knows what He is doing. And He knows the appropriate time, and He knows what is the appropriate season for you. So don't worry, because your season will come. And when it comes, you're going to be happy. So again, this is Beacon of Light. Thank you, and have a very blessed day. Bye.